Let's talk a little bit about using Sketch.io as a drawing tool to model your ideas and your thinking in science. Now, of course, anytime we are trying to represent our scientific thinking, it's important not just to draw a picture, but to draw a picture that explains some phenomenon. So in this case, I already have, I need to select my drawing tool, and it's defaulting to calligraphy, which is fine. I can draw a mountain using the calligraphy brush if I want to, but personally, I prefer to use the pencil just because it is a single and uniform shape that I can predict. If you want to play around, there are some other ones that have some neat opportunities, the web, and let's see, the sketchy option do have some nice opportunities to try and help kind of shade in as you draw, but that's not totally necessary. So again, I'm going to stick with the pencil or the pen, and in both of these I can change the color that I'm working with. I can change the outline from black to blue if I want to draw perhaps an arrow. And it might come in handy to draw an arrow if I want to try and label the direction of movement. So we know, of course, that Mount Everest moves both forward to the northeast as well as upwards. And you could try to write if you want to. That's really difficult to do with a mouse and even harder to do with a mouse pad. So I'm going to click my arrow to select. I'm just going to highlight this. I'm going to backspace to erase it. So instead of using the drawing tool, I'm going to click the T for text. And I can type in what I see happening here. Mount Everest moves 4 centimeters to the northeast and 6 to 7 centimeters up each year. And this is in a standard year, of course. I can play around with the text if I like. I'm not a big fan of the Chewy. I like the more basic text instead. I can change that. I can make it larger or smaller by adjusting the size of the box, and I can move that around so that I can have these labels in place as needed. If I have to, there is also within this writing tool the option to use an eraser. I am not a big fan of the eraser because it winds up erasing the white backdrop that I have. It's totally fine, it totally works, but personally I prefer that option to select using the arrow and just to backspace and erase these things instead, or to click it and erase it this way. So you have a lot of model that you were able to create, and you're going to have a lot more detail than this. Remember, you're wanting to write down all of the things that you know. I'm going to represent those with an exclamation mark. You want to write down the questions that you still have. Maybe you have some theories about what's going on underneath Mount Everest that causes it to move. But our biggest priorities, of course, are capturing not just a picture of what is there, but trying to provide our ideas of what is happening, what is causing this particular phenomenon to happen. You are welcome to play around. There are a lot of other drawing tools, but whenever you're ready, you can save this file. There's another video created that talks you through the specifics of downloading your image and how to do that in the best and most straightforward way for you, as well as how to upload that onto various Google Suite platforms.